All right. So I was able to mention before you joined JP that Cav's gonna be late. He gave me a heads up before, so it's gonna be long enough that we are gonna be starting now, so that we can get through some stuff. Probably starting from recap to basically get you up to speed of what happened, what potentially might have missed. Also, I only see. Okay, I wanted to say I only see some of the
I'm
founder,
loading in.
but now
I'm
I
loading
see. I see Kali as well.
I'm airdropping.
Practical
I also
nuke
went.
mode.
Indeed, enemy UAV. I also did download that humble bundle with the cartographer thing. The cartographer when I got it, it looked cool. It's downloading right
I
now.
also got it, but I opened it up and I was like, "What the fuck is this UI?"
It reminds me of Map Tools. I don't know if you know what Map Tools is.
There was a time when I didn't DM it on it, but I played a lot of like the Polish group that I had before we moved to Roll20. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Still.
I miss Map Tools.
I mean, yeah, but like.
Oh, so it's good then.
In terms of like.
Listen, as somebody. No, you go ahead.
In terms of quality of life, I kinda like preferred Roll20, and then I found out about Foundry and Forge, and I prefer this.
Oh, yeah.
As that bitch that likes to code their own macros, Map Tools is like the best thing for me. Because you can do like anything you want. You can code in it like straight up fucking HTML that shit. JavaScript that shit. It's great. But the thing is that the most of the people I play with, they have like potato computers. And so if they tried to open Map Tools, they would kill their PC. Which is the problem.
What kind of video card do you need for Map Tools? That's my biggest like.
I don't know. I have to look.
I vaguely remember that.
RAM, I think.
Map Tools, like the opinion I had is that it was running on duct tape. The program itself was running on duct tape.
Oh yeah, it expects you to help duct tape it. It's also like my friends used to rate how good their PC was for how many map tools you could have open at once. That was like their benchmark test.
Okay. Shit,
I mean, some people benchmark with Crysis, some people benchmark with map tools, I suppose.
It says
Crysis.
It has a minimum of like 500 megabytes of RAM up to a gig, and it doesn't say anything about the video card.
Oh, I could probably run that. Like that's the only part that I'm worried about.
It's mostly just because it eats RAM. It like consumes it.
Okay.
But I love map tools, so I saw like the cartographers, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like map tools. I like this."
Very cool. I just, I gotta figure out how to make, like, I think it's way better as an overland map tool. But if you guys can ever figure out how to do a really good dungeon one, I'll get. I mean, there's actually part of that is part of one of the map collections, so it might not be that bad.
I almost only do overland maps, so like I'll make cities or countries or whatever the fuck. So this is perfect for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, D&D.
Yes. So.
I'll pull up Cap's thing.
What happened last time is that after. Oh, essentially, you did. So starting from where JP still had like time to see that Beatrice casted a spell, you befriended some spiders. It turned out they are surprisingly not insane like the rest of the stuff. They were just like partially hungry, partially chasing the villagers because they trespassed upon their land, not land, but territory. And after that spell and giving them some food, I believe something was done.
Yeah, we gave them good berries.
Oh yeah. All right, because I described how like they were like weirded out by this.
They were like, "What the fuck is this?" They're trying to make me a vegetarian, and they ate it, and they were like, "Oh, it's good."
Yes.
Vegetarian.
Yes. Basically gave them good berries. They went back to their own thing. The villagers that were chased, it turned out that some of them were just, stressed out, desolate, desperate people. 2 of them turned out to be cultists. Just commoners, but like people believing in the Pale Lady. And one of them, not the cultists, but like from the entire 10-person group, there's also one that was like very... what's the English word for this? Not shy, but like very reserved, like...
He was an introvert.
like keeping to themselves, like hunched inside, like kept back. And with the laurels, you realize that, oh, this dude's probably gonna snap soon and turn into a vessel.
Oh, cool.
And because the role to assassinate the cultists was really good, because the party wanted to get a drop on them and just, shank them before anything bad happened, you got the cultists alright. Sadly, the roll on the player side, I think it was against Caps, Gerard's roll of 17. I rolled a flat d20, I rolled natural 20. So you had to fight with Starspawn Hulk.
Oh. I missed a lot.
Then you continue journey, and you were ambushed along the way by essentially water elementals, but their composition, their form indicates they are partially like, corrupted, twisted. They are part of the... Because of that rain, you are pretty sure they came from the umbral tides. Essentially, there's like a moment where you like saw the road is going not exactly right on the like beach, but there are some cases where it's like getting close and you can see like, sand or like cliffs, and that was one of the things that you've also seen along the way. This is like the closest artistic expression I could have found for this particular thing. Yeah, thick sea rain, yes. Let me put you back. Was it this map? Wow, it's loading quite long. Yeah, you've managed to successfully defeat the 4 umbral water elementals that have tried to ambush you. And so I don't forget. Sure, there are elementals, so don't expect like super crazy stuff, but there is some loot. Configure ownership. All players. Observer. And now you should be able to see.
Hell yeah.
A want of creator destroy water. Does using a wand count for like the wall magic thing?
It does. It's using a spell, so yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Also, JP, were you present when I was describing the prismatic nuke going off in the distance?
Oh, right, the rave.
I Not sure if I remember what that is. So
There's a few weird things that are going on.
yeah, there was multiple things going on. I remember the Titan, the great beams of light.
Yeah, the great
Well, here we
silvery
go.
beams of
Something else.
light are like, the silver forts.
Yeah.
The prismatic thing was here, centered or near the Pioneer's Gate, which is now, well, spoilers, gone. Because as you were like at some point around here, getting up in the morning, so then before the journey, there was like a very bright, extremely powerful explosion of magic coming from this general direction of prismatic like essentially think like uber fantasy nuke going off in the distance,
I see.
like Tsar Bomba level of power.
Yeah, I just remember we talked about the giant, like the Titan following us.
Oh, I mean, it's hard to say if it will be following you or not. It's just like
Well, not following it. It
you
wasn't.
basically saw something moving in the distance, and because of the distance involved, you were like knew that, oh shit, this is like massive, like this is like a actual mountain moving.
Yeah, I just remember that it was in that direction. So
That's as well. Which for now, considering the absolute state of Horizon in that direction, which means like it's massive amount of smoke, dust, some discharges of pitch black, purple electricity, or just like random wild arcs of magical energy. It's kind of hard to say what happened, like if those titans were even hindered or destroyed by this explosion. But you are pretty sure that Pioneer's Gate and if anyone else was existing near that area, they are probably dust.
yeah,
Beside that, I feel like in a drought as severe as this one, a wand of create or destroy water would be Pog.
Yeah.
Putting it out there.
I mean, yeah, you definitely will.
Can
I
we
mean,
can we drink the water elemental?
I
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you want to drink that one though.
It's spicy water. It's like
Okay.
club soda.
Okay.
crazy
Club
vodka.
soda.
It's like club soda.
Yeah, by the way, you have those essences. You don't need to decide to like spend them right this second. If you,
I know. But as someone who will
Well-
instantly forget about something when I put it in my inventory, I feel like we should do it now.
Hey, it's up to you. It's your call.
We need to rest anyway. Some of us are beat up. We may need at least a short rest.
All
I
right, I
am
need to
fine
put
with
you-
that. So
Okay.
That's what I
Right.
feel. I don't know how you guys feel.
I'm at the short rest.
Gerard's got hit the.
Yeah,
Hardest,
I'll
I
get
suppose.
his. There we go. Rest. And then let me do his. Yeah, Jordan got beat the fuck up. There we go.
Well, so I'm gonna say I did calculations. You did not level up just yet, but you are getting there.
I only
Alrighty.
roll. Okay, that's one.
And also, I feel like if we're gonna be walking around the ocean for this long, because like a good portion of our journey is gonna be along the ocean, we're probably gonna find
put you
more
back to
water
map.
elementals. Yeah, it's like a lot. It's like half our journey
Yeah.
almost. It's along the sea, so we might as well use these now because we're probably gonna get more, most likely. I doubt this will be the end of it.
yeah,
So
I mean, it won some school anyway. So
yeah. Do we
I'm
want to
okay
do?
with-
Do we want to do the 3 essences for 16? Or do we
Mm,
want to do 2 essences and then have Gerard do it so he
Probably.
can lucky?
I mean, it's a DC based on what?
Yeah, what kind of crafting check do we need to do?
I didn't want to limit you.
Hmm.
So if you think you can, whatever makes sense, like fluff wise or mechanically, and like makes sense in logic in fiction.
Hmm.
I mean, I will say either like wisdom or intelligence. That's what I thought, like assumed at least. But
Hear me out. Cook's utensils.
Huh.
Let me cook.
no,
Let me cook.
no,
No.
you're not the one cooking.
Probably the herbalism kit or Tinker's tools or something.
Although, because you are going for like wand, the spell thingy. I mean, herbalism. I don't want to say no, although this is like a magical item, so probably one of the first things that come to mind is like Arcana.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be, because I'm not sure how well, like, how's your Arcana in general.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hanami, what are your proficiencies with tools?
Well, as far as tools go, it's herbalism, thieves, and wood carvers, tinkers as well. But I don't have Arcana in any capacity.
Could someone help somebody who is doing it? Because I think Tinkers technically makes the most sense. Because
Yeah, you
artificers also make
can-
magic
I
items.
don't have any tinkerer's tools at the moment. But let me
Oh.
just make sure if I can make those.
So you have the right
Yeah.
tool.
I do have the right tool for the right job. Yeah.
Then you have them.
Okay.
You could basically turn any tool
Yeah,
set
I'll-
into any other tool set. With
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. I got
So-
you. Or I make
you can
basically the
make them.
toolkit, and then it just breaks down if I try to make a different one.
One-time use.
Like, I'll make tinker's tools.
Alright.
Right. Sounds like a plan. And it works nicely with the fact that you are short resting in the meantime, so it's
Mhm.
nicely ties it up.
Alrighty. And then can somebody help, like take the help action?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Alright.
You just need to
Help.
decide who wants to make the main primary role.
I think it'd have to be Hanami. They're the one with the proficiency.
Yeah, they're the good roll.
Oh, let me give it a name. Tinker's kit. Stat. Proficient. Okay, cool. And I roll at advantage. Okay, that sucked.
God damn it. That happens.
Sadly, you try your best, but something about the
Lucky.
quality of this.
He can't lucky another person's roll.
No.
It has to be his roll.
No, I think
I-
you could lucky someone else's, right?
I
an
can
enemy
lucky
can't
an
check.
enemy's attack roll
gonna double
against
check.
me.
You mean the
Okay.
feat, right?
Yes. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's any of your d20s, or if an enemy is attacking you with an attack roll, you can reroll that d20.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure
that
that's
makes sense.
Yes, it's specifically
Yeah.
for attack rolls against you. Actually,
Let me
Wait.
see if I have anything.
Does
Yes,
that mean you can't
yes.
make an enemy roll on a save? That's the thing.
No,
Oh,
because
it's
it's
a
against you. It's against you, like
Yeah.
attacking you.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking important.
Hmm. I love Portent. I
Is
think
there like a-
Portent is a much better version of Lucky.
Oh yeah.
It's so nice. I'm seeing if I have anything that would help this situation.
yeah, you can look.
What if?
Hmm.
No, he'd probably just go insane. Never mind. I was gonna say, what if I gave Hanami one of the vials with the eyeball in it, and he learned how to make the wand before, so that he wouldn't have to make the roll. He would just know.
That's a spicy move.
Risk madness for wand of create one. Yeah, and then I was like, no, that's kind of too far of a.
I mean, I
a
was
jump.
gonna be like, I mean, I'm fine with that, but on the other hand, I'm like, Chief, are you sure the price is worth the payment? The paycheck,
Listen,
I mean.
I get cool one.
Water
No, I'm not. No, I have a sanity of 15. I think she's too sane to think that would be a good idea, so she's gonna not take that out.
Hanami think of that though. Is the question because Hanami's
That's a good
little insane.
question.
Let me do intelligence check.
Yeah, roll intelligence.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
a
they
six.
don't think about it.
Or you do think about it, because it's not exactly a smart idea.
It's fair.
It's kind of a dummy idea, if anything.
Hey, you should give me that eyeball poster for a sec.
Okay. Takes one out, gives it to him, if you're sure.
What does this do again? What do I have to roll?
You roll it, and you roll a sanity check, and you risk going mad in order to
Or
see a
knowledge.
vision. Like a knowledge. Like you ask a question, and you get an answer.
Okay. Do I do just a modifier check or do I save?
Sanity, you should have sanity score on your character sheet, so just click sanity saving throw.
Okay, I just want to make sure which one I'm clicking.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to let you know, guys.
Yeah.
I already
It ain't
said
my
this.
dick.
I do have create or destroy water.
Yeah, but we could have it for free. Without the magic. Like for free.
But it still activates the wild magic, though.
But it's for free. I can give it to
Okay.
other people. I can be like, here's
Alright.
water for you, you little
Okay.
idiot. Babada boopy.
Now we just put
Okay.
Hanami in a comatose.
Yes.
Just give me a moment. I need to like find the sheet. No, where?
This
Guys
is like the
believe that I get
opposite of
bonus
a.
because I suck.
Oh,
This is
Okay.
like the opposite of a low magic world. This is like a too much magic world.
I like it.
I do like it. I like it a lot.
It's not critical one. I'm gonna say
Oh.
it's going to be long-term madness.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, this one is
Oh.
pretty rough.
That one hurts.
Oh.
Oh, it's only for 50
It's
hours.
only for
though.
50 hours.
That's 2
Okay.
days.
That's
Yes.
not so bad.
I mean, we get attack every other day, though.
You'll be
Eh.
fine.
If we get. Sorry, go ahead.
This is the mechanical effect, but to explain fluff-wise what happens, what causes Hanami to get this. So essentially, Hanami just shrugs, alright, gulps down the vial,
Mhm.
and from the outside perspective, Hanami freezes. Not like in Mask movie, they don't get frozen in a block of
Uh-oh.
ice. They just like stop. Like they seem to be like, just no involuntarily body movement, just pause, their eye, just where they were staring, they just stare unblinking. That's what you see from the outside. From the inside, what Hanami sees, basically to create an item, is to have a deeper understanding of the most core fundamentals and principles. And sometimes staring at the origin of things is akin to staring at the abyss. And while the yeah,
This is giving me flashbacks from the Night Watch.
Yeah.
fuck, I even read Naruto and I'm like trying to remember this like Genjutsu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, essentially, Hanami, while still like almost subconsciously getting this information, what you see as you suddenly find yourself in a place of darkness. There's no light around you, and then tick, a new emotion comes in, a feeling as if you were at the bottom of the ocean and the weight of the ocean was pressing down upon you, even though you do not feel water in your lungs. It's just the pressure of being so down below. Another tick. You realize that the dark around you is filling up with eyes and teeth of creatures that now, in those dark days, the last weeks of this dying world, started. The creatures that started calling the depths of seas and oceans their home, as they stare at you. Most of them smaller humanoids, some of them larger, and then almost as if at the background, the colossal set of eyes. And when I say set of eyes, think more Cthulhu, like Eldritch Squid, Great One thing. But this only lasts for that particular site lasts for just for a moment, and this is enough to shock you out of this vision. But the effects, like Hanami, is you are free to play it however you want, like on the outside, like I'm fine, but like mechanically, Hanami is like rattled by this, which this long-term madness presents. That Hanami for the upcoming 2 days more or less is experiencing tremors or tics.
Okay. Hanami will wake up, twitch, freak out, jolt like her neck, and then everything go. And then try to stand up and just like look around, and she basically looks like Charlie from It's Always Sunny, just constantly just like eyes bolted and like looking at everything. Yeah.
Conspiracy theorist look. You okay there?
No,
Oh.
darkness everywhere. Was I supposed to ask a question? I didn't get that. No, they're just kind of shaking.
Do you know what you wanted to know?
I
You know how to make the wand?
I don't think I know how to make the wand, right?
Above the board, you do. I maybe it got missed in the meantime. I think at some point I said that the knowledge like trickles in almost subconsciously to your mind, but what you were focusing, Hanami was hit mostly was the vision. But like you take a moment, like jittering, stuttering, and whatnot, and then you're like, oh hey, I know how to do this.
Wait a second, I know exactly what to do.
They rub their temple. I think I do. Just apology to
Take your
couple
time.
of days. I don't know. How long actually will it take us in time?
Hold on, I need to.
No, you're good.
Magic items take 10 years.
No, that's. I think a year's the most.
It takes so long. Yeah, but
Yeah,
a year
well,
in
sure, it
D&D
depends.
is essentially 10 years. Depends
Yeah,
on
I
the
was gonna
level.
say.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends on that rarity.
I was gonna say 5e. It's not great. In PF2, it's initially not good, but it gets kind of better.
That's why Creation Bard is fucking broken. I love Creation Bard. Just like, I want this item. It's mine now.
Sure.
But what if I just made it?
It's mine.
Yeah, you can create a number of items equal to a charisma mod. It's fucking crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it's pretty much just like an artificer but better. Sorry.
Yes, I want to say that essentially, if like as you are traveling and you are not being assailed by anything else, you can like spend your downtime doing this, and I think as long as you put in like more or less 8 hours into this, the item will be done without further cost or rolls needed, because you already paid the cost of sanity.
Nice. Just go insane. Easy.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just like, how many days will we have it? Would it be like a day, or would it be like a week? Like, That's what I'm saying.
They-
How? Oh. Okay. Okay.
Bro, you knocked
Yeah,
this
yeah,
bad boy out. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, magic
I
item.
think. Do I do some sort of skill check, or is this just where we're traveling? And one day from now, me make wand.
Yes, yes, you don't need to make another check. Because while using unknown eldritch source of insight, grant a size, carries a risk, as it was proven. It also offers a shortcut towards the result.
Just go
Ugh.
insane, forehead.
And I
Oh,
think,
that does bring the point.
unless I'm misremembering, I think you still have one more. I think I gave you 3. Oh
Yes,
no, wait.
I have
give you
one more.
Okay, yeah.
I have it in my inventory.
All right, go ahead, Samuel.
Do I lower my sanity because I did pretty low on that roll?
That would be kind of fair. That like lowered the sanity score by 1.
Okay, I just want to make sure. There you go.
All right.
All right, let's move on out. As I look at the road in the rain.
Alright.
Yep. The hive kids, like from time to time, maybe Hanami doesn't notice, but the others can see that the hive kids look at Hanami with like, from time to time, at like concern, like not like concern, like oh god, is Hanami going to turn into a vessel and attack us? More like concern of like, oh you poor little
Or so.
little thing, like you
Poor
know.
little creature.
I think with my passive insight, I'd probably see that and just like pat them on the head when I see them looking worried.
All right.
That is a good question. How good is Hanami's memory, though, even though they're old as hell?
All right. I would assume.
I almost
Reasonable.
I thought we had this. I don't remember if we had this
Yeah, we
discussion or
had
not.
this conversation before.
And I don't remember the answer.
I think
They
I
don't
think it was
even-
like okay, not great, but okay. I
Right.
probably remember a
those
face.
things Sometimes.
Now I remember. Because I basically asked like if somehow feels like Hanami, sure, it's long lived, but does it mean that the brain is also capable of like storing information for that like a lot?
Yeah, I
And
think
I-
I said at most they would remember maybe the last few centuries or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. 30% sure, right. Okay. And if there's nothing else, you are continuing your journey. Obviously, wary and vigilant as the cart is trotting along the golden trail path. It doesn't rain all the time, but it is cloudy, overcast weather for most of the time. And you always like tense a little bit when it starts raining a little bit more. But as the day is progressing into the afternoon, no further attack is coming. Or rather, I should say, even if you do get accosted by something, some like random wildlife that's crazy or something else, it doesn't pose challenge to you. AKA, we don't need to run combat encounter because it will be like, done like that.
3 wolves are on your path. Get ready, bitch.
Oh no.
Roll initiative, motherfucker.
Actually, let's see, what's the number? Yeah, it is 100.
Make an entire campaign where every encounter is a wolf, but it like has just modded things out. So
Okay, fun
your
fact.
Fun fact: in my Red Dawn campaign, one of the reoccurring bosses was a werewolf that would attack them, like out
Oh
of
my
nowhere.
God.
The night, like the moon would come up, they'd hear howling, and then he would come in and beat their
And
ass.
just beat us up.
So
Yeah.
now, anytime I say there is a dog or wolf sound in the distance, they have
There's just-
PTSD.
yeah,
Everyone's like, no.
last session we
You made
had
Sniper?
like we cure the wolf. We cured it. And we know that it's good, like right? But then last session is like you hear howling and all of us went we gasp.
They're
panicked.
terrified of any wolf sound I
Yes.
introduce.
It did like 100 damage in one hit, okay? I am scared.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
a fucking
what?
hunting dog. Yeah, it's a yes hound. It's a yes hound. It's the Fey hunting dogs. And they deal
Oh.
psychic damage. They're like the spirits of hunting dogs that the Fey use for their hunts. And they pissed off the Arc Fey in the area, so she sent like a pack of them, like 8. And
Oh.
it hit both attacks and did like 72 damage.
It hurt a lot.
Yeah, they have pack
Yeah, I got
tactics.
killed. Well, not
Yeah, you
killed,
got-
I got downed, but
You got downed. Yeah.
ouchie.
Yeah, they do a lot
Damn.
of damage. Yep. But to be
gonna say,
fair,
but-
they only had 41 health, so they were dispatched in like 2
Yeah.
or 3 hits. But they're glass
Oh.
cannon things. So.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, understandable. I was gonna say personally I did that with cliffs, I think, or climbing for some of my players.
They're like
'Cause,
anytime they see like a vertical incline, they just get like.
They're just like, how about we don't? How about we just go around? Or like, so, PF2E is funny with fall damage.
Yeah, I don't cap my full damage. It just.
Oh no,
goes.
that's the same with PF2E. They don't either.
Yeah.
That's
That's why I don't. I was like, I don't. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. We've got what's 3s? Oh no, wait.
So
We're
you-
fighting 12 of them.
No, you don't. You don't
Yeah.
fight 12 wolves, but I should also add that basically, as you're traveling along the road, it's not like the road is like alone empty. As it was being made, obviously throughout the years, as the land was being colonized, there are some remains, bits and pieces. Some of them abandoned long time ago. Some of them are abandoned very recently. Of taverns, stables, some very small hamlets, basically signs of civilization that some people lived around here, and some of them very quite recently. And as it happens, as you were passing by very closely, because that particular hamlet was right next to the road, you were going to be accosted by a band of like 12 bandits. Essentially, like, you know, torn, like worn down clothes, pitchforks, torches. Some of them might have bandanas, but they mostly look like a bunch of like starving, desperate, half crazy peasants.
It's like the starving bandits in Kenshi. Got it.
Yeah, kind of like that. Even though
They
there
have
are
like sticks.
yes, even though there are 12 of them, you are fucking level 10 and there's 4 of you. So we are not running this as a regular combat encounter. Essentially, you see them, they kind of like, you see that some of them like on one eye, they are like have like a mist glazing over it. Some of them look like they are, like 2 or 3 of them look like they are like kind of drunk. But like if you could smell when they are like breathing, it doesn't smell like it was a good drink. It was like
Okay.
not oh fuck, what's the word in English?
It's like moonshine that you
Outdated, yeah,
find.
outdated
Yeah.
moonshine.
Oh,
It's like moonshine from the Boondocks. Got it.
So
Oh, that's
they
horrible.
do not even realize that they're essentially like signing the death warrant, just walking up to you and trying to mug you.
Hmm.
So how do you want to deal with them? How do you like tackle this situation?
Is there one of them that seems to be like the one who instigated this, who's like, all right, come on, guys, let's go beat these motherfuckers? Or do they just kind of all
It's
decide, like, fuck those guys?
It's like a mob mentality. It's like basically
Okay.
you just, they're like not really thinking straight. Their intelligence is low, sanity is also low. You are just like I guess insight. They didn't have like any other target after they. It seemed like they were like ransacking through this hamlet, which hamlet itself looks recently abandoned.
Mm-hmm. Thru's gonna say, should I just duel them and like beat the fuck out of them until they stop aggressing?
Until they stop aggressing.
I'll even like let them get a first punch in.
I could scare him with a bean.
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 I do
I
like
don't
scaring
think-
them with the bean.
I don't think we can. I made a promise.
What?
What promise?
What?
Bean is. Are you talking Bean? My bean? My little bean?
No, no, no.
Hanami
okay.
got a bag of beans. Those
Okay,
beans
okay,
Yeah,
have
those
magic
kind of beans.
beans.
Okay, it's a
Specific
little
effects.
confusing. Okay.
They're fun, wacky.
In before you get the one that someone's bullet.
Ah.
No.
Land
Not
puppy.
again.
New land puppy.
We have seen so
Uh,
many bullets in this freaking
Okay.
game.
1 essence before I forget of water elemental. 'Cause it wasn't used.
And
Crafting.
just for posterity's sake, they are not saying anything like half sane or constructive. Half of it is just drunken gibberish. Other is like, give me all your money and food. And one is like, where are my garden gnomes?
I'm just gonna go knock him unconscious real fast.
And they're like, not really like striding towards you, like more like bunch of stumbling, bumbling, drunken fools, like approaching your position. Truth just cracks neck, cracks knuckles, and just goes. And it was like a TV show. We just see like through moving and then just cut. And we see basically all of them just sprout to the ground unconscious.
It's like off screen, you just hear like cartoon, like boom, boom, boom.
It like cuts to the party and it's just their interactions, their like facial expressions, and
Yeah,
you
it's
just
like,
hear me beating them up like off screen.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Poor little creatures.
Fool.
My neck! Give me back my neck! I need it!
I need it.
But just to
Back
confirm,
in
you,
the-
go ahead, JP.
No, nothing.
But just to confirm, you are dealing non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal damage to these little fools. I'm not that cruel.
Alright,
They're just dumbasses.
so multiple seconds later, through just like job's done. Yeah, all of them are knocked unconscious.
Job's done.
Yeah, and all of them as a group, it seemed like they probably you imagine they just got it from the hamlet. They basically scrounged whatever remains were there. They have like 11 gold pieces in total between all of them.
I'll leave it on them. I don't care enough.
It's not worth taking.
It's not
Yeah.
worth taking, and honestly, they kind of seem like they need it.
I
Assuming
mean, we
they
haven't really
don't
used
die.
gold that much.
Yeah.
In the meantime. Alright. Okay. Let me put you back here.
That's like in Kenshi when a group of freaking bandits rolls up on me and I just let my pet crab decimate them.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Get him, crab cake. Get in there.
And your
Just patty
journey
cake.
shall continue. Obviously, as the evening and night settles in, I imagine you will be finding a place to stay. It's not raining, but it does feel like the sky is quite thick, and it's like I'm lacking a good description of it. Like I don't want to like overuse calm before the storm because obviously you are like umbrella tides. It's like the sea is generally stormy.
Everything's fucked up.
But it's like the feel of like you know that it might like rain at any moment, but like it doesn't. But the air is so like heavy, which puts your hair, assuming you have hair, like puts your hair standing, like the feeling of tension. And by that, I want to say that for finding a place to stay for this particular night, I would need from one of you. Obviously, you can assist, but one person with the highest modifier, I allow it. That needs to make a roll to basically find a good spot to stay. It can be perception, can be investigation, can be survival.
I have a +10 unless someone has something better.
For what, survival?
Survival and perception.
I have a +8, so.
Basically, one of those three. So either survival or perception or investigation. One person rolls for the group. Okay.
Yeah.
Got them good eyeball.
All right. Yes. Essentially, as the evening was setting in, for a moment you thought that, well, this building, this is like a lone standing farmhouse that looks pretty durable and not really like barricaded, but the walls are thick, the wood seems good, so like lone building out in the, not really like a wilderness because it was also close to the road, but still not really too many close neighbors nearby. It still looked like a pretty solid structure. But you pick up a scent, or rather like get this feeling, and then like sniff around and you think against it. You find a different place nearby that also offers enough cover, and then through the night, to basically go off this result, you are validated why you didn't take that first location, which I mean seemed very defensible. Like with your abilities, you might have been prepared for like a good. I mean, not really a fortress, but like defensible stronghold position.
Like a strategic, yeah.
Yeah. You are glad you didn't pick it because on your watch you see in the distance as a cold-looking mist settles down around that area.
Oh no. The Wendigo.
And you are reminded of that particular desert ruins and that feeling of cold you once felt.
He's
Not
still
again.
here.
Oh,
He's still here.
it's still alive. What?
You assume it's the same one.
I know it's probably not, but also it's kind of funnier if it is.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
with whatever you want. Sorry, yes, Samuel?
No, I just said what happened to the road.
What now?
Was there a road? Am I
Yes,
crazy?
it is.
Maybe my screen's wrong.
The
Okay.
purple, not purple, fucking hell, I'm not that, the orange line is the golden trail.
Yeah, my side it didn't show for a second, so I was like, what?
That's weird. And also, because
Where road go?
as you are
Oh, that is the road.
traveling along the coast, but you are getting into the area that was generally, this is like a basic, most common knowledge that this region was called, or is called, the Howling Barrows. If anyone wants, you can roll a history check.
Alright.
And
I'm gonna add my martial dice. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna add my martial dice to that.
Actually, I wanted to say
Oh.
it kinda at least a part of it is relevant to the like it not really ties, but you might know it because of your backstory. So I would allow not a real, but basically you would get advantage on this check.
Wow, wow,
Obviously, anyone else can still try as
Oh.
well.
wow.
Wait, we can other
Roll
people can roll?
history, yeah.
Actually, yeah, basically there are like regarding this area, you can attempt 2 checks. Not either or, you can like attempt both. Everyone can attempt both. History and religion. However,
Okay.
fruit you do not get advantage for religion.
That's fair. I'm not a really religious person.
Hey, that's not so bad.
Not so good on the
That's not
history,
very
but we
good.
know God. We're God knowers.
We know God.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So, the Howling Burrows, you recall that the name in common sense was associated with the fact that maybe the restless spirits are traveling through the land, and there are actually quite a few burrows, like the grave. I mean, burrow is a grave, right? But just like the specific kind of grave,
Yeah.
or am I misremembering?
So yeah.
hmm It's a
Um,
type of gravesite.
uh, yeah, and also in this region was the main battleground that was against the bandits and brigands, against the bandit lords. So with history, you sadly do not recall some other details that mostly partake to the origin of the region. But with religion, something else comes to your mind. I'm gonna reveal this, and especially because Hanami got 19, the second piece of information is also revealed. So to players. So now we should see 2 other sections.
Mm. The fuck was that noise?
Oh,
And
Skyrim. For the
I'm-
second part.
and one location has been revealed.
Fucking Durgar. Or Draugr. Sorry, my brain.
I played Skyrim for 3 days. I'm not sure.
I played Skyrim for half an hour.
Oh, ooh.
I don't think we're gonna go loot that. I think we're gonna do the big die.
Huh.
Oh, that's super close to Silver Place, right?
Yeah, it's close to one of the forts, the Silver Forge.
I mean, super close is relative because again, like each
mean,
hex is like quite a
a
lot
day,
of space.
so it's like 2 days. 2 days
Yeah.
worth of travel. We will need 3 days to get there, and we're 2 days away from the Silver Gamers. Like, listen,
Silver gamers.
Beatrix is like,
Yeah.
if anyone can conjure a light like that, right, in this chaotic magical world, I am very scared of getting close to them.
Yeah, that's
That's
fair.
fair. That is a valid response. And honestly,
Yeah.
Thrud, being someone who values the lives of the children that she is traveling with, is okay with avoiding this. So yeah, maybe we'll get the next one.
How many next ones can we wait until we gotta find the end, right? Like, where's the main idea where we think a good spot is?
Listen,
Or do we have no?
We
we have no clue yet.
We have no clue. Yeah.
We have to ask
no clue.
around. Yeah. If we really
I
wanna do this-
think what you know is that because I think Derp Mosserin ate one of the vials and he asked the question if is the silver glades the salvation.
Yeah.
And it's not. And I think I added that but you are probably should look at the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Like there was a
Oh.
mountain, but we don't know which mountain because there's quite a few mountains. There's like this mountain here in the south.
I
There's
just
these
see-
mountains here.
I just see a
There's
place.
the big
I see a
mountain
place
over
with-
here.
Yeah,
Which
I was
is
gonna
like
say the place with the name might be
erupting.
Yeah, but that's a volcano.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the problem there with that one. But it could
And
be
then we
any of
also
these
have-
mountains.
We also have Black Fuse.
Yeah, this
Oh.
mountain.
Which
over here.
is basically
Not.
the nightmare realm of Starspawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
Cthulhu
big
shit.
no.
And also, it's not over by the end, like the very far west. So I feel like that's not really it. I feel like that's kind of like the dragon's den of like cursed eldritch dragons and horrible spawn. I hate that. Don't want to go over there. So I'm okay personally with going to this tomb, but first we would need to find an area around here to. Like, if this place is safe, if we find the place around the corner at the next hex that is safe for the kids.
yeah.
Because I don't want to bring the kids into the necromancy place. They're PTSD'd
Yeah.
enough. They have
Yeah.
enough PTSD.
I mean, not only that, but like mechanically speaking, if they got controlled and they're like psychic children, that'd probably be pretty bad.
Oh yeah, it would be horrible. It'd be a bad time.
It will be really bad juju time. Okay, here's the thing. I think that's a very good point that we can go. What I'm thinking is, will a necromancer know what a good place to hide is? As in, will it know what mountain we are looking for?
I mean, the necromancers and also like insane casters in general usually have insight of some kind, and that's what drove them insane. So maybe he could have contact other plane and literally just ask a being and be like, "Hey, where's the place?" You know? We don't know.
Yeah. Also, can I mark that the road that we're following ends up in a place called the Killing Fields?
No, it's fine.
Uh,
Huh?
All right, I probably. I'm gonna leave it visible. I mean, if you
Oh, we were
want
not
to
supposed
see
to see that?
if you I mean, if you asking me like if your character knows something about this, you can roll history.
Okay,
Let's
it's just
see what
by
we
your response, it seemed like we weren't supposed to see the name, so I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, I'm looking at the Twisted Starfields and I didn't hide
Oh.
some of those names. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Also, I'm gonna roll history for Gerard for the tomb because I forgot to do that. So this is for the tomb, and this is for the killing field thing. This 219s. Holy heck! Well, look
Nice.
at that guy.
All
Look at
right.
that guy go.
Look at
Field,
creature.
whatever.
Okay. So the
Oh, that scared me.
Mm, I mean, tomb is what was like revealed. You already like see that this was like a place of last battle against the bandit lords, and they basically
No, the
sealed.
history DC.
Oh,
that
that
isn't
12.
revealed.
Yeah, it's like mostly like for the origin of the Howling Barrows. And it basically it's now I like revealed that you can like refresh the page.
I
Essentially, it's the origin of the sound is mundane, essentially speaking.
I see.
Uh,
Interesting.
but the legends of the ghosts are quite old, almost as old as the first colonization efforts.
Mm. Prime place for a necromancer.
Necromancer.
A necrodancer, even.
Necro.
Also, I need to specify. I mean, perhaps necromancer there is, but I need to specify that I use very specific wording. I said necromantic nexus of necromantic energy, not a necromancer.
Okay, fine. Draco Lich.
No, that's even worse. Don't say
Also,
that.
I don't want you to feel that you are right about it. Don't you can like completely ignore the tomb. Like you already like you should know that basically you like also like bypassed like some of the stuff that was possible, like the mansion and whatnot. So this one is also completely possible for you to just, we are fine not dealing with that.
Yeah, but also XP and also little treasures, little trinkets, put in my pocket.
Little trinkets.
Little trinkets, little things for my dopamine.
Also,
Alright.
yeah, for me, it's like it's not that we're being railroaded. It's just in character.
Yeah,
Obviously, my
that's
character is still like
also
maybe
perfectly
not.
alright.
Yeah, it's like we could find things that are like make the difference later. You never know.
Yeah, that is true.
And also, how are we gonna find out about where the sanctuary place is if we don't like go and investigate things?
That is fair. So I'm gonna reveal, like, I'm gonna give the bit about the killing fields, but that role also I'm gonna tie it into basically just general knowledge about the port of Twin Towers. 19 is enough to reveal 2 pieces of information. Sadly, that DC 21 was not met.
Unfortunate.
And actually, Gerard might even recall how the admiral in question looks, because I do have art for him, which I find that was pretty neat. Figure ownership, server, show to players.
Oh, handsome boy. Wow. He looks cool. I like his art.
I like the sword.
Mm-mm.
That sword here looks sick.
I want that.
Admiral
Yeah, I
Salvador.
want that sword.
Admiral Salvador, fucking hell.
Salvador, that means savior in Spanish. We gotta get him.
Holy heck.
Go,
He is the
let's save
savior.
him.
He's the sanctuary. Wait a second.
The true sanctuary was the friends we made along the way.
Was this cool guy we romanced along the way?
No, no. Stay away from
It's a
him,
little
old
like
grandma.
Listen, I'm getting up there.
What does that smell?
I said he looked a little bit like Hugh Jackman.
He does
Huh?
a little bit.
I love you, Jacqueline.
The face shape, yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the eyes and the brow a little bit.
Wait. Oh, that's true. Nothing. Sorry. I had a stupid idea.
I mean, for this campaign, I'm gonna say that usually there are just interesting ideas.
Mm-hmm.
They might turn out badly for you, but
They're cool.
All right.
okay.
Well, gang, do we want to wait until Gerard is here? Because we still have another day to travel along the path. Until we have to make a decision whether we want to go to the tomb or not.
That is true.
Are we here?
Yeah, so we can travel
Okay, yeah.
here along the road. And then we can decide whether we want to go south.
Yeah, that will probably be best.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure. Like, yeah, for the decision we can like have Gerard, but like essentially, there's one more thing that's gonna happen. As basically you have this like small scare with probably Wendigo or some other like scary shit that works similarly. The rest of the night passes relatively uneventfully for you, because again, like the chaos of combat, the distant sounds of fighting, screams, dying, while it's slightly lessened, you can swear that you can hear them like echoing from a far away, almost like the screams of the damned. But considering this is like your like 20th something day of travel, you were getting kind of accustomed to it.
Desensitized.
Yeah, and as the
Oh no, I did it again.
Huh?
They descend.
Desensitized.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Like there's like a moment of quiet as like if Thrud is like getting ready to bed, rolling out her bed mat, making sure the kids are tucked in, and then as she lays down, like the wailing starts up, and she's like, "Ah, yes, my soaps," and then like goes to sleep.
My soap opera is on.
Yeah.
Like a true grandma. Huh?